Hello Wargamers, it's me Callum from Tabletop Banter, and I'm back with another video. So it's been quite a while since I've actually done anything sort of hobby related, so I haven't had anything to do channel related. Obviously you've seen I did a crappy live stream on my phone. It was sort of a test more than anything else, and I think it came out okay. I mean, there was obviously some lack of quality in it, but it was nice for me to do, so sometimes you'll have to put up with that. So obviously it's late January now as I'm recording this, and I have been very hot and cold with YouTube over the last year, and it really shows. And I'll say sorry, but it's kind of an empty apology. I've just not wanted to do it, to be honest with you, and that has been kind of rubbish because I did really enjoy it, and I just sort of fell out of love with it. I think for whatever reason that might be. I just didn't want to make any more videos. So what I'm saying today is hopefully we'll get some regular-ish content. Now I know I've said that like 100 times. I don't know. It's been a bit too many times for it to really hold any weight now. But I've got a couple of plans in my head that I'd like to do, and one of them is to make at least a video a week. That's the plan, which isn't adventurous. That's the sad thing. Actually, it's really doable. So for this last month I've had all my exam stuff, which is why I've had not a lot of hobby time and no time to really record the videos. But loads has gone on apart from that. So I've set up an event. I'm running a Horus Heresy event. It's sold out twice, which is awesome. I mean, I say twice. It's sold out. I did 28 tickets first time round. It sold out, and I put 4 more tickets available, and they sold out as well. So that was really good. And that was all in the space of about less than 2 weeks, which was so good. I was really shocked actually, but I think it's because I put the time and effort into making a pre-event pack, and hopefully that's the reason, and it did pay off. But yeah, so that's happened, and that took a lot of planning, and I'm super excited for it. To be fair, it's not till May, but it gives me time to organise everything, and it gives people time to organise themselves for armies and stuff like that. I'm super excited. I really am. It's honestly really gripping me at the moment. I wish it would come around sooner, but then by the time I say that, I'll have handed my dissertation in, so I really don't want it to be like May. So yeah, part of the reason my upload schedule has been pretty sporadic over the last couple of years is I'm having to obviously work a bit harder, second and third year. So in third year now, just finished my first semester, done the exams, don't really want the results back, but there we go. So it's just a case of trying to balance my personal life, my hobby life, and my work life, my study life, and I'm trying to find the right balance still. It does mean that I am hopefully going to get a bit more hobbying done, because I found that whilst I was hobbying I was kind of binging, whereas I want to kind of do a couple of hours ideally I'd do a couple of hours a day. I might have to limit that a bit, maybe an hour a day, but if I can get a couple in, that'd be great. Obviously building up my armies is happening still. I'm still working away at my word bearers. I don't think they'll ever stop. At the moment, in fact, on the painting desk, I'll just pluck one from the edge here. I'm working on some heavy support missile launcher guys, because I'd realised that all I had in my army was 24-inch range guns. So I didn't have any ranged fire support at all, and it was starting to show. So I thought I'd better get my arse in gear on that one. And in terms of other hobby stuff, I've had to buy a new airbrush compressor, because the other one rusted through. So it was a tank one, and the hose that runs from the actual compressor into the tank had shorn, or sheared? Sheared? It doesn't matter. Either way, it snapped. And I looked inside, and it was orange. And then I took other parts off of it, and it was really orange. So that compressor was absolutely canned. And I picked up one without a tank this time. A couple of reasons. One, it doesn't take as long to fill up and pressurise. So if I just want to do a quick bit, I don't have to turn it on, leave it for 30 seconds to a minute, and then use it and then turn it off again. B, obviously I said one first time. 2 is because there's no tank for it to store water, I'm not as worried about it rusting up. And really, the big one is I've actually got a bit of a space restriction. So I bought the big compressor tank last year when I had a bit more room. It was a house share, so I had a room to myself. This I'm now just sharing like a 2-3 room flat with my girlfriend, where the kitchen, dining room and lounge is one room and the bedroom is another. And we've got a bathroom, obviously. But so there's a lot less personal space for hobbying. So I'm taking up half a breakfast bar permanently in order to hobby. So I didn't want this massive, obnoxious one kicking around all the time. So actually, it's kind of benefited me that it did break and I did pick up something a bit smaller. But yeah, so wow, I've just realised this first half of the video has just been rambling. Basically, I'm just going to have to start this one a bit of a ramble. And an opportunity to say hello again, because it has been so long. It has been so long. So in terms of channel stuff going forward, again, sticking with the Horus Heresy, I'm just not interested in creating content for other games. It seems a bit of a niche on YouTube. You've got the big channels that do battle reports, like the 30k channel, like their battle reports are really good. Obviously, Mini Wargaming cover it once a week. Obviously, Sam from the Emperor's Path. He is always producing heresy content, so that's always good. But there's a lack elsewhere. I'm not saying it's not there. There's just no major regular uploader that I see anyway, talking about the Horus Heresy, not just doing like showcases and stuff. So that's something I'd like to do. I'm not saying it'll be reviews all the time and stuff like that, but I like thinking about the game and thinking about the models and the story, obviously. And it's that act of thinking that I like recording and putting on videos. So yeah, that's probably what will happen going forward. I have had the idea. Harry and I have talked about it, about doing some sort of limited battle report releases, which will basically revolve around us both getting a small 4x4 table, 1,250 point Centurion armies or Zone Mortalis board armies and stuff like that, and producing 2 or 3 really high quality battle reports with those 2 armies, and then uploading that as like a mini campaign. It's finding the time together to do it. It's possible, and it's something we're looking into doing, because again, there's a lack of smaller point game battle reports and little fun narrative things in the Heresy. So I think to fill those gaps would be really good, and it would be really fun. The way I like to play the game is Centurion style, which is more infantry and walkers, less vehicles, because I think, I don't know, for me, you read the stories, and 99 times out of 100, the book is heroic battles between infantry characters. Not 99 times out of 100, but maybe 9 times out of 10, or 4 out of 5. It's infantry heroes. And if you leave it to itself, the meta tends to skew towards more tanks. They're easier to transport around when you've got the right cases, and deployment's quicker, they're easier to use. So I get it. Not everyone wants to drop down 120 models and play with them, but I love the infantry side of the game, and that's something I really want to explore as well. So, lots of infantry, hence the word bearers not having a single vehicle. The only one I'm tempted by is the Marigal Dreadnought, A, because it's Legion specific, and B, because it has the Demon special rule, so I can kind of justify it in my army. But who knows? Probably not going to get that for some time. I've got other more pressing plans, including my Warlord Azadu Lyak becoming, well, he's going to basically have plenty of Ashen Circles to work with this year. That's the plan anyway. And as we all know, they are the most broken unit in the game. So no, they're really not. But yeah, so that's basically the plans. I just wanted to make a couple of videos this morning. It's currently 6:10, early morning. I dropped Amy off. I've been up since 4:30, hence why I've probably got big shopping bags, but there we go. Another thing I wanted to talk about for videos this year is I'm going to be keeping them a little bit more laissez-faire with the editing, perhaps. That's the biggest ball ache for me, is sitting down and editing videos. I don't enjoy it. I love talking about the hobby, so I'm happy recording it, but editing them is such a pain in the arse. So the likelihood is you'll get less edited videos from me now. So no major jump cuts. Ooh, excuse me. Unless I have to go and leave the room or something. But if I'm sat here, you can see when I'm thinking. You can see when I'm stalling, and when I struggle to say things. So I don't really mind. At this point, it's half of the course, I suppose. and it adds a different thing. I know that a lot of people like polished and edited videos. I prefer a more natural, like I say, laissez-faire approach, and so that's what you'll see from me. It's just as much can't be asked as it is an aesthetic choice. It is about a 50-50. So, yeah. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. That's a bit of it, really. Yeah, so I've not got a lot to really go over in this. I wanted to say hello, and I feel like I've said hello, and that was about it, really. I mean, I'll get back onto some legitimate content soon, but for now, it's just this rambly bullshit. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.